Damn tire noise.
Say it is at this point.
Well, we're 11 months from production, so I mean, what you're seeing here. All right, you guys, we're trying to tape here.
So we see that green ball spinning. That's always there, and that tells you you're ecological.
Well, that's the efficiency gauge.
Okay.
And we actually have a small tutorial on the efficiency gauge. So if you go over to the DIC controls on the left.
Okay. Here, I'll give that. Okay. This?
Yes, right.
Okay.
Rotate that control until you get to the T at the bottom.
Cool. Okay.
Okay, keep going. Get to the T.
That's really neat. So it spins around.
Right, now push the center of the button.
Got it.
Since you're in park, here's the short tutorial. Now push the config button to switch to the other configuration, which is the one with the efficiency gauge. And you kind of get a little description of what it is.
It is here that
all of those
5.3 gallons
all of those numbers have not been reset since all of these press drives started. So I wouldn't put any credence in any of those numbers.
16.5 miles per gallon.
As I said, I wouldn't put any credence in any of those
I don't know what it means. Why would I ever say that? Oh, and there's different trip gauges. Should I reset the trip gauge?
You can if you'd like, but I don't know that it'll matter.
You just click
Push
select
and hold the center.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's. Now this is.
You're in HVAC mode.
Touch the radio button. Okay, and you see it brings up the radio
you hear
screen.
this slight little chirp.
And we'll actually be a little louder in production.
And it's just detecting your finger
It's
there.
detecting your finger, touching it. It changes a capacitive sensor.
So we're ready to go then, huh?
Yep.
Now, I see it's in reverse, neutral, drive. Oh, there's a backup camera.
Yep.
Backup camera. Yeah.
And I'm going between.
You're gonna pull a U-turn.
You go the other direction.
Yes, go the other direction.
Oh, that's not like a running track, but. Now I'm in which mode of regen here? Am I in the non-regen braking or the?
No, you're always regen braking is always active. Okay, it responds to your foot. You're on the brake pedal.
I know. No, I was just trying to figure out there's the one that's the low speed and the high.
That's one more pull. Let's drive regular first.
All right, let's drive
regular first.
There we go. I'm always between two cones, I guess.
Yep. There's some different things set up. So just take it easy, learn the course.
Wow. Very nice handling. You
Just
don't hear that whine of a lot of electric motors that you hear. It's very subdued. It feels very solid and planted on the road. Can I time it?
I know, because you need to use two hands on the wheel.
Yeah. Oh, it feels very fast taking off.
Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to put it in sport mode. Now you're going to have about 20 more kilowatts of power, and you'll notice the difference.
Oh yeah. Now you can hear the motor a little.
The question is,
Oh yeah.
Is
this a touchscreen?
Yes.
Oh, it is touchscreen.
Yeah. So if you want to adjust the fan up or down.
So I can go into economy mode here for the climate control. How do you change that?
Change the temperature here.
Oh.
It's still very jumpy, as you can see.
Okay, so that's more tuning work. Wow. That's great. Well, it's very comfortable. The air conditioning feels great. Now, these are heated seats, I understand.
Yes.
They're not cooled seats, too.
No, they're not the ventilated seat.
Okay. And the doors, I mean, I would say they feel light but solid.
Mm-hmm. The door itself is actually one of the lightest doors in white, what we call, which is the door metal by itself that we've ever done. It's still got a little bit of improvement to be done.
Yeah, it's not the final version yet.
Initial movement time.
John Lochner said you can chirp, you can squawk the wheels, I think was his term. Is that true, you think?
I think you can.
No, you got to do with this, with the brake pedal.
No, brake pedal, that doesn't work because the brake pedal cancels the motor torque.
Now, how do you like the amount of motor braking you get on coast down in this car, given your experience with Mini E, which is pretty heavy?
You mean in this mode?
Yes.
This is the low, again, I got to get the terminology. This is the low mode.
Yes.
For lack of better terminology, let's
Although
call
it
it that.
doesn't show it, but it will eventually be that L to the right. Right now, it
what
says
does the low
M5.
mean? When you say low, what do you refer to?
Remember, most people are used to using what is referred to as a low gear, and what we're really trying to make it is so that when people were driving this, when would they typically use a low gear? Would be in hilly situations to limit overspeed on a downhill. Okay. So we're calling it the same thing and labeling it the same, so that people who get into it can drive it the same way.
I see. Is the 40-mile range going to occur in the sport mode or the standard mode?
Actually, it doesn't matter. 40 miles is against the FTP test protocol, and in the FTP test protocol, you could run it in either mode and get the same number, because
You'll just get there faster.
Your accelerations are never
they're pretty modest.
Yeah, they're never over what you could get in normal mode, so it really wouldn't matter.
Oh, okay. So that's a very is that like a comfortable, relaxed pace driving?
Yeah.
In
It's
a
pretty
city
modest.
environment, or
Yeah, pretty modest city environment.
a modest city driving.
Yep.
Doesn't apply to highway.
There
there's
is an
FTP for
FTP highway as well.
And you're getting 40 on the highway with this too.
That's correct.
So you're going to switch over soon, probably.
Can.
Or, just
What's interesting is you'll find you probably aren't even going to notice it.
That's what
Now
most
my
people
screen
seem to
is
say.
my screen is frozen.
Now I'm seeing a gas tank. Is there something that shows you up on the screen when you got your generator running?
No. What you'll see, well, it's already transitioned.
I think
Notice
I
your
went-
battery gauge is gone.
Yeah. Now I got the gas.
And now you'll,
Okay.
as you ask for more, you'll get more. And right now, the first transition, which is what we just went through, still a little aggressive, and it's going to want to work a little harder for about the next 90 seconds and recover some of that, and then it flattens out and evens out a little more. So this is another area where we've still got some work to do.
And this is now the comment from Lindsay
Yeah.
and the like. Were you able to pick it out when it first transitioned just by feel?
Well. Okay, I hear it. Well, I think maybe because I knew exactly when it was going to happen. I looked down, I saw the blue right after I thought it happened, but it was very, very subtle.
Up here, keep going.
I think
The reason is I want you to give the engine an opportunity to do its little catch up, which is what it's doing right now. Again, this is a developmental issue. When you get to the next stop sign, stop.
now I am finding the revs are going with my pedal.
Well, it's because your energy demand is going with your pedal. That's right. The pedal is hooked to the motor is hooked to the battery.
Right.
And the generator is listening to the battery, not the pedal.
Okay.
So there is a chain of command there.
So the battery's rate of depletion might affect the RPM and load.
Yes.
It's really targeting
rate related.
a state of
Come to a
charge.
stop.
So it's,
You want it to shut off when stops in the final
Generally
vehicle.
speaking, the vehicle, under most normal conditions, the engine will always stop when you come to a stop.
what Andrew and the guys are doing now, though, it's not mechanical things that need to change. Even minimal software. This is calibration of how you write your formulas or algorithms to how quickly it catches up or tries to seek that targeted SOC. These are all things 11 months before production. We feel very comfortable.
Absolutely.
It's very tunable.
So, I mean, the car, as soon as the battery state of charge drops below a certain level, the CPU says, okay, generator, you're going on. You're going to give me some output of power, and when I've got the battery back where I want it, I'm going to shut you off.
Yep.
Yep.
So it's just like the thermostat in your house.
I think it's a wonderful car. Especially for what it does.
I think the other thing you'll notice too, and there's been this concern that the vehicle will be less agile or aggressive once the batteries have been depleted and you're in extended range mode. I think you'll see that there really is no difference in performance.
I have detected absolutely no difference. I mean, at
That's
least
the way it should
in this
be.
track, I'm sport, it just takes right off. And when you get the rev there, you can kind of learn to predict when you're going to get the rev. Beautiful.
All right,
Guys, thank you so
Yep,
much for
put it in
doing
park.
this. For doing this for the world.
Hey, you're welcome.